Hello, my friends at SeemsGoodMagic.com. This is Travis Simulan Sowers. And at long last, we are here. This is our final Shadows over Innistrad 8-4 draft for SeemsGoodMagic. We finished up Eternal Masters. It has gone away. It was a lot of fun, and I'll miss it. Eldritch Moon, or as I like to call it, EMO, because EMO, will be coming out not too long in paper. We've still got a ways to go for Magic Online. So we'll probably have 2 cube videos, and then we'll be, off to moon people, because that's what I do. So let's take one last draft and just kind of say goodbye to Shadows. Remember the hits, remember the misses. Maybe go for the Crawling Sensation deck. I mean, hell, wouldn't it be nice to wrap the format up the same way I started it? I think I could appreciate that. We'll remind you to come and check out the Twitch stream. That's where I'm spending a lot of time doing draft videos, much like this one, except you can say right then what a stupid pick I'm making, instead of having to wait till you watch the video and then, not know that I come back and look at the comments and cry myself to sleep. You can see the reaction right then. Anyway, let's pause this up and then we'll take a walk down memory lane with Shadows over Innistrad. And here we are in the draft, and one thing I can say for sure is I am not tired of this tracker. I would say my appreciation for this card is tireless. That might be what I would say. Not only is it a great first pick, it's just really good. Like, it gives you a 3-mana 3/2. Like, that's already something we're okay playing in this format as it is. But the value that this gives you over time as it grows into a huge threat is just fantastic. There's also Sinister Concoction here. I've not gotten to play with as many Sinister Concoctions as I would have liked. Pour Over the Pages I've enjoyed a lot. Breakneck Rider's good. Quilled Wolf, I think, is a fantastic 2-drop. But yeah, let's reminisce with Tireless Tracker. Kind of hard to go wrong there. And then here's where we just say, are we doing it or are we not doing it? Because there's some conversations to be had here. One is, let's remember, Dead Weight is a pretty good removal spell. Town Gossipmonger is pretty absurd. It's a 1-mana 2/3 that you can pump. Griffspoon does a lot of stuff. But this is an Altered Ego. And I kind of just want to get a bunch of clues and do horrible things with them. Like cloning my Tireless Tracker. Oh, that sounds so good. So if like blue-green's open, I'm going to do it. If it's not, this is kind of just a green card anyway, because it's so easy to splash if you're green. I mean, it's not easy being green, but it's easy splashing when you are. So let's just go there. Now here's the how deep down the rabbit hole would you like to go, Travis? The answer is probably not that deep. This pack's a bit of a whiff. I mean, there's nothing super exciting. Like, I can get behind just the Wind. I usually want one in the deck. I'm not up for second picking it. You should see those later. You all know my affinity for Bob Manley because he is so manly. You can build around a Manic Scribe and do stuff with it. You kind of have to hit multiples. Like, I think the correct pick here is probably the True Faith Sensor. The fun pick is probably the Manic Scribe. I mean, I could see an argument for you're getting it this early. Just go for it, mine. Go for it. Like, True Fate Sensor is just good. You put it in your deck, you equip something, you attack with it, they can't block it, you win. You win games. Yeah, I'll take the Sensor. I wanted to take that Scribe pretty bad, but I couldn't talk myself out of it. I think I may be going with the Throbbing Inspector here. As I mentioned, it's pretty easy to splash Altered Ego if you're base green. And it's kind of just the best card here. I guess the only other thing competing with it would be the Storm Rider Spirit. But when I've already got a True Faith Sensor and an opportunity to maybe be green-white, splashing an Ego, I can get behind that. And Throbbing Inspector has been a much better card than I expected when I first saw it. I saw it and thought, that looks okay. We might take that late. And then it turns out it's just good. Then again, maybe we're just supposed to be in blue. Like, these two cards are signifying to me that, hey, maybe just blue-green is where you should be, and that was a weird pack. I can get behind that. I'm certainly going to take Welcome to the Fold. I think that's, in most cases, better than Rabbit Bite, even if you can't enable it. Like, just a mind control for something with toughness 2 or less is good. I stole a Sin Prodder with this on stream the other day. 'Tis a good card. So maybe this is what we're doing. I'll grab my Just the Wind here because I do think I'm moving a little more securely into blue-green. We're not really doing it with clues yet, but that doesn't mean that we can't. Okay, here's a blue Terminate versus a Magnifying Glass. I have played Magnifying Glass before. It's not amazing. It's alright. We're getting a bit of the already 4-drop glut that can happen in this format, but I'll take a Terminate. I refer to this as the blue Terminate because it just blocks everything. Like, you just can't get through it. The Mangler I like a little bit better than the Scrutiny, although we would be interested in scrutinizing that. I think we're pretty firmly in blue. Probably still going to force green. I have been known to play Deny Existence in a green-based deck if I get enough werewolves. We're not really anywhere close to that yet. Warped Landscape is not my favorite land either. It's just such awful fixing. But I guess there's a possibility we end up white-blue and I try to convince myself to splash these cards. So I'll take the Landscape here and kind of hope I don't end up playing it. The Scavenger can be quite good. Yeah. Like, we're not currently building up to Delirium, but usually, if you're playing green, you can make it happen. The fact that we wheeled it, and maybe I just pick up a couple vessels and we're in, yeah, okay. I think I'm probably, okay, I'm just in. This is what we're doing. We're doing blue-green. At least it's not blue-red, right? Of all of these, Pick the Brain is probably the most playable, so I'm going to hack that. Press for Answers, we might even play. I'm doing like a we might play it pile over here. And I think I'm going to send the Stallion of Ashmouth to my neighbor just to kind of signal to them, hey, I'm not playing black cards. Well, if we were going to slam first pick Welcome to the Fold, I think this would be a good time to do it. We get 2 of them. Now it's almost reasonable to start to look for a Madness Enabler. Like, can you imagine how good this gets if somebody passes us a Reckless Scholar? Just yoinks! I've never had the opportunity to play with 2 of these. I can't imagine it's a bad thing. So I'm going to take it. Let's do that. Like, it grabs a lot. Look at this. There's not a creature in this pack. Okay, there are. But you could steal a Pious Evangel, you could steal a Topplegeist, you could steal a Bloodmad Vampire, you could steal a Crow of Dark Tidings, you could steal a Dauntless Cathar, you could even steal the token the Dauntless Cathar makes. Time to get folded, yo. That's actually good removal. I think I would take a Looter Dude over just about anything now. Now, we've got them maybe playing Manic Scribe, probably playing Moldgraph Scavenger. I think I'm ready to just pop a Vessel here. I've never actually played Styncia Masquerade in this entire format. My limited rating has fluctuated between 1800 and 1890 something, and I've never resolved this card. It's just too high variance for me. I can see the upside though, and I would like to do a draft and play it. I might have even first picked it if I'd been in a position to do so, just so I could get it out of my system and know that it worked or not. But we're pretty deep into blue-green now, I think. I actually like Rabbit Bite a lot better than Sleep Paralysis, and that might wheel if nobody has any respect for blue anyway. Like, we don't quite have enough dudes to do this yet, but we should pick up some beefy bison-y type things in the 3 and 4 drop slot to make a Rabbit Bite playable. I've liked Rabbit Bite better in black-green, where you can do the thing with the stuff. By the thing with the stuff, I mean you can use the Death Touch Rat to get them. I'm trying to decide if I want to play this Mad Prophet. Because, like, Thornhide Wolf, sure, we'll play it. If I can squeeze a Mad Prophet in with, like, terrible mana, we're potentially turning this into just steal your dude. Whereas Thornhide Wolves we're just playing, and it makes the Rabid Bite better, and it's a card we're happy to have. We would probably play some number of Nibblises too. Like, they can be how you kill your opponent. This with the 2 welcomes, I'm going to put it here in the maybe pile. I could be crazy, but a good fixer, like a Fork in the Road, could do it. But I still think I should take this Throbbing Gargoyle. I probably overvalue this card, but like it's pretty good on turn 1, and it's pretty good on turn 7. I don't know how you can go wrong with a card like that. Ooh. We don't have enough incentives to actually try to pull that off. Aim High's a great trick. We're still kind of short dudes. Like, I should probably move my maybe pile over here so that we can really look at what's in the deck. Yeah, I just kind of need dudes. I'll just take dudes. We'll be fine. There's another Crawling Sensation. I don't really like Gloom Widow. Unless my deck's going to be particularly aggressive. But we're so short of dudes right now that I think I have to take it. I'm going to still put it in the maybe pile. Like, this is great as a 3/3 for 3, unless you actually want to block with it. Yeah, I'm so short dudes, and Solitary Hunter's a great one. But again, notice we've ended up with a glut of 4 drops. So, like, Pump Wolf is going pretty high on my list. At this point, like, taking this, we're probably just replacing Adjust the Wind. I really want to get that Prophet in there, but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's a good card. I don't want to play Seagraph Scab, but I might have to. I mean, Confront the Unknown is a trick I like a lot, but we're pretty far away from wanting to do that. I'm starting to wonder how we're going to kill somebody. Hey, we willed the wolves anyway. Okay. Things are getting better. And the sleep paralysis. Again, don't quite have enough 4 drops here, but the Moto Gods have decided that I will have Crawling Sensation. I don't blame them. I was so excited when I saw that card and wanted it so badly. It was like, we are doing it. So Soul Swallower is obviously really good, but we're going to have to take the Lambholt Pacifist here. We've already got 1,000,000 4 drops, and Lambholt Pacifist is like a 2% chance of just getting a free win in your deck. Because a 4/4 on turn 2 on the play is a surprisingly good Magic card. So we're going to have to grab that for curve purposes as well as other reasons. But Soul Swallower is the real deal. It will swallow your soul. I've got to get some more dudes in here. You know what's crazy is I would probably take a Byway Courier over any of these cards right now. Even though Pack Guardian's awesome. If I'm serious about that, I could just take another Mangler then, couldn't I? Because that is a 3-drop. It's not a great 3-drop. It's a good 3-drop. It's a good 3-drop if you can back it up with attacks, which we can't. But it may just be what we want to do. Like, normally if you're playing a blue deck, you're like, we'll just kill them with flyers. But as you look at this deck, it's kind of all removal spells building up to a late game of, what exactly? Not really much. I guess stealing some of their guys? But I do need a 3-drop. Let's take it. We'll figure out how we're going to kill them later. It might be Inexorable Bob. Like, get Delirium going with your Vessel, mangle down their blockers, let Bob run out of control. Could even be Ghostly Wings on Bob. I'm not above that. But yeah, Bob is kind of exactly what we need here. It's a strict upgrade to Home Slice down here. Of note, a bunch of Kibblers going around. I'm going to have to take another Solitary Hunter. The card is too good. And it does start to get us where we want to be on creatures. Like, that's a way to kill somebody. So we've got Jenny versus Quilled Wolf, and I have to have another 2-drop. I think it needs to be the Quilled Wolf, although I like Jenny a lot. And if we're doing the trip down memory lane thing, Jenny's certainly a good one. There is a Ghostly Wings there. I did say we might do that with Bob. There's a Pour Over the Pages. I get that card's very good too. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit the Prophet in, which leaves us kind of just not super abusing Welcome to the Fold, but having some fun with it. Yeah, this makes all my combat tricks better. I may end up cutting the Scavenger too if we can. And we can, I guess. Could take the Mangler and cut one of the 4-drops. That seems like a late Kindly Stranger to me too. So I'm not exactly sure what's up. Because it feels like, I guess green is just so deep that it always feels open. But yeah, once we've got this many Stitch Manglers, we're starting to have a plan come together. Which is they don't ever get to resolve stuff. All right, you are definitely in over the Scavenger, I think. We'll look. But I think now we've got a serious plan. What the heck? Hello, Principal Skinner. I want the Byway Courier too, but I'm windmill slamming, as Dennis might say, this Obsessive Skinner, because I think we can realistically get Delirium going. And just pumping anything is great. Sure, get in, man. All right, we were in the right colors. We'll have all the sleep paralyses we need. Got too many cards and a confront. We've just got our choice of whatever we want. The Provision A isn't bad. You know what? I'm probably more interested in that. Oh, but it's too late. I was going to put this in my sideboard and take the Provisioner. Pro tip, don't try to do that in a live draft. Just because building counters on that with the Skinner is like a viable way to win a game. I don't think we're running Bob Manley, but sure. And Explorers. We've just got every 4-drop you could want. And the Ghostly Wings. All right. So we're stuck here with 29 playables. Well, I could probably just go 11 land. I mean, like, that's the deck's a 4th land. That'll be fine. Right? Not right. We got some cuts to make. Yay! I got cards in my collection randomly. Thank you, Moto. So, I like running around 15 creatures. Welcome to the Fold sort of counts as creatures as long as there's a target. I don't think without any way to madness this or any much real value from doing so that Just the Wind is pretty bad for us. I kind of do want Ghostly Wings as a way to do terrible things with Bob, with a Hunter, with a Thornhide Wolf, something like that, and as a one of to be able to potentially Welcome to the Fold something at instant speed. Like, that gives us an opportunity to really mess with people. I don't think I can cut the tricks. So I think what I'm left with is I probably don't want some number of Observers. Explorers can beat it. I've got too many 4s. Scavenger can beat it. I don't need that to, like, do the blocking thing. I said you can beat it, Scavenger. And I could maybe cut 1 Observer. Why do they not? They really don't want to get out of my deck. Okay. I mean, I could choose to cut the Scrutiny and play the Aim High, or cut the Aim High and play the Scrutiny. Like, I definitely need 17, if not 18 lands in this deck. Or let's just go through and pick what the worst things are. I still feel like I've got 1-4 too many, but maybe we can just handle it. The Observer isn't doing a whole lot with us, but like Skinner on Observer's pretty good. I could run 1 Sleep Paralysis just as an answer to a big thing. And then maybe cut 1 more creature, because again, Welcome to the Fold is pseudo creatures. So what's my worst creature? It may be the other Silent Observer. Like, that makes our deck a little more focused on attacking and trying to kill our opponent. Is my mix appropriate that I could realistically get Delirium? Not really. Like, that's not super happening. It's happening if we draw Vessel of Nascency, basically. Because we can get sorcery, but we could get sorcery instant creature. That's not hard. And then if this dies, we've got it. If we draw this, we've got it. We could do it with this. Okay, this could happen. This could happen. I think I like this as a starting position. I think I still want to go 9/8 green. Although, like, a Fork in the Road would have gone a long way for this deck. But this looks playable. Looks interesting too. It's not like normally when I'm doing blue-green, I'm looking for like graph moles and ongoing investigation, and this isn't that deck. It's a very different deck. It's kind of tempo-y, which I'm not used to with all these Stitched Manglers. But hell, let's give it a shot and see Shadows over Innistrad off properly. See you in round 1 in just a moment.